to let you all know this is a cross watchers reading. Once again, this is a cross watchers reading. This is all about how do they feel about you? What is going to happen next? This is for the month of January and the first part of February. So for this reading, you have to go to their zodiac sign, not yours. Go to their zodiac sign, not yours. I repeat. And I'm only repeating it like this because when I say this, people get so confused. Like, I put crosswatcher, so I hope you all know I will be changing the thumbnail. But so this is a crosswatchers read. Whoever you're dating, go to their zodiac sign. And we are going to start with, if you are with an Aries. So if you are with an Aries, there's a lot of things going on with this Aries right now. So for the month of January, I hear stone cold. If you're dealing with an Aries, they're stone cold. They're in their feelings. They did fall in love with you. It's important for you to know that, which makes me feel that this energy, and I'm gonna do it like that too. They feel like you're really important, like you're a really important person. They also feel like you're very, very busy. So you don't really have that much time to give. They could have been feeling some type of way about that, to some people around could have seen them as like an opportunist. And I really feel like, suppose this person could have came off like an opportunist, I really feel like they grew to truly like you. So it doesn't really, it doesn't really matter what people think in regards to the connection with the Aries, they fell in love with you. Regardless of what they were trying to do, this Aries fell in love with you. And now they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And I just see stubborn. Like, they could be really, really stubborn. They could be in their feelings, and they're purposely, like, if this Aries is holding back, they are doing this intentionally because that's how angry they are. And they haven't decided whether they should come forward, whether they should make it official, whether they should just keep it the way it is and just let it go, But for you, crosswatcher, everyone's gonna feel like you are brand new, and it's just the truth. You could be in a place in your life where you're moving up in your career, and that can be another thing for you in this Aries. It could have been a situation where you felt as if this Aries couldn't keep up, or there's a situation where you weren't really seeing the Aries intentions that clear. Or another thing that's coming up, your career was more important than a relationship. So you adored the Aries, you liked your time with this Aries, but you could have been a person where I love my money and I love my career more than I really want a romantic partner. So if you did come off like that, like you liked them, but you weren't really sure about them, they are pissed, they are pissed. It's like somebody who could have even threw all their tricks in the bag. Like, these are all the tricks I have. Like, this is all I have. They could have felt like I gave you everything I have and you felt like it wasn't enough, and they could be pissed about that. So that's what I see for the Aries. A little bit too, like, playing hard to get. So they could check on your energy, crosswatcher, to see what you're up to every now and then. Every now and then they do put their guard down and they kind of miss you, but they hold back and keep to themselves. All right. So let's see more. The connection with the Aries. This could be a Aries too that normally doesn't fall in love, and they did, and it's like, damn, I don't like falling in love. I don't like feeling vulnerable. You made me feel vulnerable, and then you pushed me away. That's how they feel. Like you opened me up, you opened up my heart, and then you pushed me away. And this could really drive the Aries crazy. So they did fall in love with you. It shows Two of Cups. It shows Knight of Cups. This is someone who definitely fell in love. And with the Two of Wands, they just don't know what to do. They have all these feelings. This Aries has all these feelings for you, and they just don't know what to do with them. They feel disappointed that they pulled out every trick. With the Five of Cups, they feel like they pulled out every trick in the book, and you could seem like you're at the Two of Swords. Like the Aries could feel, in a sense, like played. Like you have one foot in and one foot out, and you kind of make them feel anxious. Like, I don't know what you're going to do. So they could have gotten tired of your indecision, and that's what made them indecisive. Like, I'm showing you I love you. I'm showing you my heart. If this is not enough, then I'm pissed. So if you're with an Aries, they are pissed. That's what you need to know. For the month of January, they're angry. So it shows they could be working on their fitness right now, you know. And they could be in a place where they're not looking for something serious right now because they're still healing from whatever you two went through. Or they may feel like you're not really taking them serious and you're not really looking for commitment. That's another thing too. But they miss how understanding you were. You were very, very understanding, and you had a really, really big heart, you know? And it shows like manipulator. This Aries could possibly see you as a manipulator, or they could have tried to manipulate you and try to get you to drop your guard down so that you would give them a chance, and it looks like it just didn't turn out that way. So for the month of, let's see how this is going to unfold. If you are with an Aries, let's see what's going on with them in the month of January, or when you get to this reading. They could have options. The Aries could have options right now, especially if you guys are going through a separation. If they were in their fields, they're still waiting on you. They're still waiting on you. They could have found out something about you. What'd they find out? Oh, you're standing your ground. They can feel like you have tough boundaries. Like you have really, really tough boundaries. That's what the Aries could have found out about you. Like they're trying to get their self back together after what they've been through with you. They're trying, and they're still waiting it out. And they're looking at their other options in the meantime, and they could possibly be planning to travel. So that's where they stand. Where are you, Cross Watcher? What's going on with you, Cross Watcher, when you get to this reading? What's going on with you? See? Baby, you manifesting your dream life. Like your dreams is coming true. And it shows love. Damn. We'll see how this works out. But you could be manifesting your dreams, and when it comes to heart and fertility and communication, some of you, like for the Cross Watcher, you could be manifesting a new love. There could be someone new that you're talking to in the month of January. So damn. This is tough this week. This is tough this month. So let's go through the energy, and let's see what was the energy between you two in the first place. What was the energy? This connection has the potential for sacred tantric alchemy. So you guys had powerful, passionate lovemaking. This was about accepting yourself and accepting others as they are. So someone could have been trying to change the other person. in this connection, someone was trying to change them, and it looks like it didn't work out. And then it said unresolved karmic contracts. So you guys could have came together and tried to resolve things. And it could have had to either do with your soul healing, or if you guys been going back and forth for a while, you could have tried to come together to piece things together, and it still looks like it didn't work out. Or for the month of January, it looks like it's gonna struggle to work out because it says unresolved. So whatever you guys were trying to do, it looks like it goes unresolved in the month of January. So right now we're in the first week of January. The first, how am I gonna, all right. So the first half of January, the ending of January, and then let's look at February. What's going to unfold between you two? The first half. Okay, somebody's going to open up. Somebody's going to open up. And it shows giving and receiving. So they may come and travel to see you the first half of January. There could be a level of forgiveness, giving and receiving with each other. Let's see what's going to happen at the end of January. Someone's daydreaming. There's more love. And then changing their focus. So, and someone's going to be getting readings. So if you guys, in the beginning, you guys are coming together, it looks like you may try to work things out again in the beginning of January. By the end of January, someone's heart is more open to the connection, but then I see a level of someone starting to focus on their self, and it may make the other person turn to readings to see what's going on. How come you haven't been reaching out to me? So it could be a situation like that. Let's see what's going to happen in February. Taking leads. Okay, so this. And then detaching. When it comes to you in this Aries, and at the bottom of the deck it shows release. If you released an Aries, it looks like you guys can come back together again. It's going to give you inconsistency. The month of January actually looks good. By the end of January, there might be a level of separation, and then still a level where you guys are trying to get on the same page, and you may struggle to get on the same page. So all is not lost with this Aries. It looks like it will continue through February, all right? It's like this connection will have a lot of ups and downs. I'll tell you that. If you are with an Aries, and somebody can be weighing the pros and cons. If you are with a Taurus, if you're with a Taurus, there's a lot of spying. I feel like there is a spying energy. And you know what, too, Taurus? You have an ex that's still spying on you. You have an ex that actually still loves you. The only thing with this ex... Oh, my bad. So, cross-watcher. My bad. If you're here... If you are here for a Taurus, it's important for you to know that Taurus has an ex that is going to try to win them back over. Taurus has an ex. If you feel like you and the Taurus are doing good, and then all of a sudden the Taurus starts to withdraw or they seem confused, it's because they have an ex that is going to try and commit to them again. Now, there's a big energy. If this Taurus has kids, it can possibly be the Taurus's son's mother, son's father, that is trying to recommit. And if they are trying to recommit, it's because whatever they were in, it fell apart. And this person is like, oh, I want my Taurus back. So someone could, if you are with a Taurus, and I see whoever you are, cross watcher, you actually like the Taurus a lot. So with this Taurus, It could just be too, they just need to close that door. The Taurus really needs to close a door to an ex, and I hear something familiar and also familiar pain. So this might make them take their mind off of the connection that they have with you. But the Taurus has so much to offer you. You know, it's like you guys can be getting to know each other. You guys have so much in common. You guys can speak about how you want to travel the world together. There's really a lot that there's so much potential for you in this Taurus. And if you start to notice the Taurus withdraws, or sometimes they're not in the mood and they kind of just want to be to themselves, it's because they have an outside influence that is kind of bringing their energy down. Because when this ex tries to come back into the Taurus's life, it's almost like it brings them back to that place where they were hurt. And it's almost like the Taurus really needs to face whatever this ex did. They need to face it, and they need to release it. So I feel like this ex coming back, it's like once they resolve whatever they have to resolve with this ex, their connection with you will actually be stronger. You know, it's almost like with your Taurus, with this Taurus, it's like they had to cry and walk away without an apology, without an explanation. This Taurus can be into healing. This Taurus could even be into like building up their body. They can really be into like the gym, and they can be using the gym as an outlet in order to overcome what people have done to them, you know? The Taurus was so happy to meet you. Like when they met you, they were so happy. So if you want to know, like, why do they seem so, like, we start off strong. Your story with a Taurus cross watcher can be that you start off so strong, and then all of a sudden the Taurus starts to give you mixed signals. It's because they're still trying to cope and heal with something that they may not tell you about at all. But when they look at you, you light their soul up. And it looks like it took some time, or it's going to take some time for this Taurus to actually trust you. But once they trust you, it's like you open up their heart to something more than what they've been through. And they're happy about that. Like, wait a minute, you're cross watcher. You're the person who comes into Taurus's life and allows this Taurus to know, like, there is love after pain. Like, that is exactly what you do for this Taurus. So let's see the energy with you and this Taurus. Like, I really feel like for you, cross watcher, you are a part of Taurus's healing, you know? And it's like an energy, come over here, I'm safe. That's what you're trying to show the Taurus. Like, come over here, I'm safe. Like, I got you. It's almost like I can kind of sense that you've been hurt. You know, the Taurus kind of gives that off, even though they're not trying to. They give off like, yeah, you cross watcher, you can tell that the Taurus has really been hurt, and it's almost like, I got you, I understand. So you're almost like an angel in disguise for this Taurus after they've been through so much. But you see what I mean? Familiar. Some people, pain might be familiar without them even realizing. This can be very unconscious for them. So you're something new. You're something new. Let me see. How is this Taurus going to feel about you? See, the sun. Come on, baby. Stop playing. Every day. Honey, you are the sun in the Taurus's life. You are like a breath of fresh air for this Taurus. I'm telling you. The lovers. Not only do you make this Taurus's heart open up and make them feel love, like you put the love back into their heart. Like, oh, so there are people out here like, okay, this is what's on the other. You open this Taurus's heart up. And 10 of Cups. So they do see a happily ever after with you, cross watcher. They just want to take their time. And like I said, they've been hurt so bad. And this Taurus is a really great person. I want you to know that. This Taurus is a really, really great person. They're very, very stable. But sometimes, you see, they're moving on from their past. That's the only thing. If you notice at times they just seem so disconnected. It's like, damn, we just had a deep conversation. I almost just had a breakthrough with this Taurus. Like, what's going on? Do not give up on this Taurus. They're worth it. They just stress out a lot. They have a lot of stress. Sometimes they expect the worst. It's like they're overcoming that hypervigilant feeling when you get with a new person and you don't know if they're going to hurt you. They're just overcoming that. So you and this Taurus, it's like you're going to be the safe one where you're going to be the one that they actually feel happy and safe with. All right. So let's see. This is good. This is good energy. If you're dealing with a Taurus, this Taurus is going to love how honest you are, cross watcher. Look, secretly falling in love with you. Come on now. Come on now. You are a dream come true. That's how this Taurus is going to feel. I'm trying to tell you something. God, what is wrong? So let's do this. Let's do the beginning of January, because we're still in the beginning. I should say the first half, right, guys? The first half of January. All right. We'll do it like that. The first half of January, the second half of January, and then let's do February. So the first half of January, teachable. How teachable are you? Simply love. You're teaching the Taurus how to love, how to open up. But it says spreading your wings. So you might meet the Taurus in the beginning of January, or there's a spiritual lesson going on with you and the Taurus, and with spreading your wings, there's a chance that you guys take a break. So you guys meet each other, and this seems like you guys are just talking. You guys are talking, and honestly, the lesson can be learning how to open up to love. Somebody doesn't know how to open up to love. Whether I really feel like that is the Taurus, but there's a break. In the beginning of January, the second half of January. Ooh, moving on. What is going on? Okay. So the second half of January, you guys are finally going to have communication and clarity, and then fulfillment. So you guys can go out to eat. You guys can sit down and talk. It says daydreaming and making a decision. And then there's dedicated effort. So there's effort in this. So there's like a really big break between you guys. If they give you mixed signals or push you away, like I said, they can be going through their own spiritual lesson as well. And then the second half, there's dedicated effort, and you guys could go out. February, it shows confidence and healing. Ooh. Baby, you're going to have to deal with the Taurus's guard. And then you guys go with the flow. All right. This connection is going to be challenging. Like I said, you're not only dealing with them, but you're dealing with their past. It's going to be challenging. But if the Taurus, it shows love. If the Taurus is willing to open up their heart, you guys will have a really beautiful love. All right. I forgot to do something. Baby, I got to keep it together for real. Hold on. So wait, I did this already. I actually did do this. I am keeping it together. Am I? Hold up. What is the Taurus going to be going through? So this is a new beginning for the Taurus, and it shows communication and them needing to make a decision what they're going to do. So the Taurus is going to be confused about you, cross watcher. That's what's going to be going on. They're going through an emotional loss. And they're going through an emotional loss and starting over at the same time. So it's almost like the Taurus, they need to make up their mind. They need to have an honest conversation with themselves. They need to have an honest conversation with you. And they're going through an emotional loss and a tower moment. And they're trying their best to be strong. So this could even be a Taurus too that works a lot, or does things to distract themselves from the pain. So they could be a little guarded. This Taurus can be a little guarded. What about you, cross watcher? What are you going to be going through? Cross watcher, what are you? Sleeping a lot. Sleeping a lot. And you have other options as well. Like other people like you. I just think you're hoping that you can be with the Taurus, but you do have other options. But you're just hoping it will be the Taurus. You really do. You feel like you can have real wish fulfillment with the Taurus, but you're sleeping a lot. You're catching up on rest. You're watching shows. And when it shows, like, you could be at a place of peace, like where your life feels really, really balanced right now. And you spend a lot of time at home, like with yourself, and you're going through big, big changes. So you're going through a lot, and you're going to notice that you're more intuitive, or you could be looking at a lot of readings to see what's going to unfold in your love life. So you do have a good balance. You have a good balance between working, sleeping, building yourself up. There's a lot of peace. You have other options, but you're really, really interested in the Taurus. You hope that things will work out with you and the Taurus. So that's where you're going to be at. If you are with a Gemini, if you're with a Gemini, this Gemini is crying over you and listening to a lot of love songs, and they can be scared that they're pregnant. This Gemini, cross watcher, you could have hurt a Gemini, and this Gemini, they were taking you serious. Cross watcher, you could have fell in love with a Gemini by an accident. Like, that wasn't your real intentions. But when it comes to this Gemini, they could be freaking out. Like, they're freaking out. You make them nervous. You make them second guess themselves. Sometimes they wish that they never ever met you. They are afraid that they could be pregnant, this Gemini. Did the Gemini find out something about you? If the Gemini found out that you actually, dang, crosswatcher, the Gemini could have actually found out that you either have other options and they were hoping it will just be you and them, or they could have found out that you actually have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And this Gemini is taking it hard. Like, they were looking for something serious, but you guys got too freaky too soon, honey. Y'all got, ooh, honey, child, baby. Y'all got too freaky too soon, and it's almost like they could have jumped. The Gemini could have jumped into this not really knowing who you are. Like, they could have got caught in the feelings, the emotions. Cross-watcher, you could be very, very attractive. And the Gemini was very, very attracted to you. I see tears. I see songs. This Gemini can like Summer Walker. I hear a lot of music, a lot of slow music. You, cross-watcher, you could have heard of Gemini. That's the biggest thing for January. For January, you're gonna, a Gemini is like grieving you. They're hurt. And they're pissed. They are so mad. Yeah, show's ending. This Gemini is pissed. In the month of January, you're going to be arguing with a Gemini, or a Gemini could possibly block you. They feel like you're a player. King of Wands is like somebody who be in these streets, honey. They thought that you were different. This Gemini really wanted commitment with you, or they still want commitment. Dang, I think the Gemini fell for you and they really wanted commitment. They were hoping, this Gemini was hoping for something long term. So how do they feel about you? How does the Gemini feel right this second? Right this second. Damn. They could be trying to manifest you back. It could be a situation where this Gemini is hoping if they're quiet and they let you go and walk away, that you will come back and beg for them. You'll communicate with them. Yeah. They still like you. They still want you. They miss your attention. They miss making love to you. They can't stand the way they feel about you. This Gemini actually feels very, very obsessed with you, and they can't stand it. They can't stand the way they feel about you because they found out who you are. You feel bad. This Gemini loves staying at home with you. You guys could have spent a lot of time in the house. They loved wrapping their legs around you, laying up with you. This could have been they loved going out with you. And I think they're reminiscing. And secretly, this Gemini is hoping that things will get better. You know? I lose myself in your love. They done fell head over heels for you, and they are pissed. They are pissed. And they want you back, and they're pissed. Let's see. When you get to this reading, or for the month of January, what is the Gemini going to be going through? Thinking about you, mentally conflicted about you. Whether will I have success with you? Trying to fight their feelings for you. They're still holding on to hope. And they could be looking at other options. And then they go in solitude and feel really, really depressed. It's like they feel the emotional loss of you. They're hurt. And they could be trying to open up to other people to get over you. All right. Cross Watcher, what will you be going through? Damn. An ending. So are you ending things with this Gemini? And you're waiting for more work. Like you want to focus on your money. And honestly, if you are in a relationship with someone else, if you are in a relationship, it's like you want to step up and do better by the person you're with. All right. So you're waiting for a job. You're waiting for more money. You could be walking away from this Gemini for now when it comes to endings. And if you, like I said, if you are in something, you could be trying to strengthen that relationship instead. Oh, that's harsh. Okay. Let's see though. Let's see what the energy is going to look like. Let's do it first half of January. Shows moving. Seeking the truth. So, in the beginning of January, you guys will be spending time together. And it's like in between times, like the Gemini can be looking in readings to see like what's going to happen. Where is this going to go? The second half of January. Let's see. Somebody's going to be thinking about you and doing lots of readings because you're not putting your focus on them. So this all can go down in January. It's like you're not putting your focus on them. Somebody can be waiting for communication. They're waiting for you. They need clarity. They can't stop thinking about you. And it's almost like you are building something with them. And now they don't know where this is going to go. All right. Let's see what's going to happen in February. February with you and the Gemini. Same thing. Someone's trying to get readings. Somebody's waiting on communication and clarity. Like somebody really wants this to work. They're waiting for you to reach out. You probably will reach back out in February, but the Gemini is going to be feeling helpless and hopeless and seeking answers. So you got this, and it shows spiritual lesson at the bottom of the deck. So this could be, you could be a spiritual teacher for this Gemini. Damn. If you are with a Cancer, if you're with a Cancer, this Cancer is scared because they feel like it's moving too fast. So they may try to push you away. But then they may pull you closer because they actually like you. I haven't hit, like, you have a Cancer that is fighting through fear. Like, they push you away. They have to have you, though. This Cancer definitely know. So this Cancer knows that they want you. They watch you, too. They really, really watch you. They watch you. They can be low-key possessive over you, but also scared. They're so afraid of you hurting them. So this Cancer is not as trusting as you think. And they love, 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 love making love to you. Nobody on this planet touches the Cancer the way that you do. But they're afraid of being neglected. That's their biggest trauma. Like abandonment. They get close and then people be trying to pull out all bags bags of tricks for them. And then as soon as they let loose, then people go ghost. And they don't want that to be their story anymore. So they're trying to map out their love life. They're trying to map out their love life, but they're going to be studying you like crazy. If you guys cook together, they're going to love that. Or if you cook for them, they're going to love that. Like, damn, this is so special. So they're going to love the romance that you two have. They just don't know if you will be there forever. And this is something that they could be trying to find out, or they're also scared. So, yeah, I just see like their inner child. Their inner child is terrified. Like, they need to know whether you're willing to wait on them. Are you willing to wait on them? Are you going to rush them? They have so many different feelings towards you. Let me see. You guys are going to listen to music together. You guys are going to have fun together. Let me see. Two of Cups. It shows Two of Cups. So there's a love connection that you got with the Ten of Cups. You guys are going to spend a lot of time together in the month of January and take your time to get to know each other. This gives me the potential of building a connection, all right? And the biggest fear is like Cancer being disappointed. Queen of Wands. Cross Watcher, you're going to find this Cancer so adorable. Like, really, really adorable. You're going to also appreciate them a lot. Like, you're going to appreciate them. Hierophant. Okay. There's definitely potential for you guys to be in a commitment. But I'm telling you, this Cancer is fearful. It shows King of Cups. You could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You just want to protect this Cancer. That is so sad. It's so cute. You just want to protect them. That's all. You're going to be dressing up for this Cancer. You're going to be trying to show off and trying to teach them things. Like, let me teach you this technique. Let me teach you that. Their shyness also may rub off on you. Like, if you know you're really confident and you be going for what you want and then all of a sudden you get a little shy, it could be the Cancer's energy rubbing off on you. If you have a beard, they're going to love, love, love to rub your beard. All right? This Cancer is going to adore you. You got to be patient with them. Be patient. They've been disappointed so much by love. So be patient with this Cancer if you really want to be with this Cancer. They had their heart broken, and they do get a lot of attention. If you wanted to know, this Cancer gets like a whole lot of attention. A lot of people be loving them one day and then acting crazy the next. So they expect the worst. They just want to be happy. This Cancer really just wants to be happy. And the fact that they don't know what's going to happen, it really, really scares them. So there's a lot of communication. You're going to speak to this Cancer a lot. One thing is like you're not going to like when the Cancer gets a little distant or quiet. You're going to shoot text messages to them just to keep the connection going. So that's good. That's good, Cross Watcher, if you're going to do that, you know. Also, if you run late, this Cancer is not going to like that. If you're a person who runs late, you better be on time because the Cancer is very, very observant. So this connection has potential, but I'm telling you, this Cancer is terrified of you. And it shows job promotion. So you can get a job promotion or the Cancer can get a job promotion. It says you are the best choice for me. Some of you may feel like this Cancer is the best choice for you, or this Cancer may feel that way about you. There's a mutual attraction between you both. This Cancer will find you attractive and they will purposely hold back at times. And when they hold back, you're not gonna like that. They're gonna find you so sexy, you know? But they do not want to be your rebound. Like, are you free? I don't want to be nobody's rebound. And it shows business expansion. Somebody's going to be doing really good financially. And they're going to love your smile. Or you're really going to love this Cancer's smile. And I hear holding each other accountable. That's going to come easy to both of you. And that's a struggle, Spirit is saying, for many people. It's like people struggle to hold each other accountable. Like people be getting so upset or get very dismissive when people hold them accountable. So let's see. This is cute. How is the Cancer gonna be? New doors is opening up in this Cancer's life. And they could be the one about to get a promotion. Things could be taking off in this Cancer's life and they could be excited. They could share that with you. This Cancer is in a place of power, especially when it comes to their finances and their career. And they're really big on planning for the future and manifesting more money. Like their money is taking off. Like they're fine. It's the Cancer with the job promotion or the business expansion. Like things are going really good for them financially. They're weighing the pros and cons about like their future. What's the best move for me to make next? Because things is working. For you, Cross Watcher, what's going to be going on with you? Memories of who? Aw, you're going to be thinking about this Cancer a lot, baby. It's like they're going to be in your head a lot when you're by yourself. You're going to miss them. You're going to crave this Cancer so much. You're going to be so excited because you finally feel like you met somebody that is fulfilling. And you're scared. Like, I don't know, will this work? Or it can be, too, when the Cancer drinks. When somebody drinks, it's like they can reveal too much and you're wondering, damn. Some of you can be going through financial losses. Or you could be spending a lot of money on this Cancer. And you feel like you need to make a sacrifice. You guys can also be taking pictures together a lot. If somebody's family is going to think you guys are so cute together. I don't know if it's the Cancer's family or your family, Cross Watcher. But if you guys take pictures together and somebody's going to show their family like, oh, you guys look so cute. Okay, so let's see. The first half of January, second half, February. What is going on? Seeking the truth. See, this Cancer is going to be looking at information about you. They're going to be focused on their work. You guys can be communicating a lot. And you could be thinking about this Cancer a lot and a lot of love. The second half, what is it going to be? Finding balance. You guys can start spending time at each other's house. It's like taking a risk. But somebody's going to refuse to see that this can work. You guys may argue. You guys may argue and it might put you both in like isolation. And then it shows love and dedication. So second half, there could be an argument. And somebody feels so bad. And then they try to come back around and make things right. Let's see February. February. Ooh, you guys could be taking a break in February. And then you guys manifest this and start again. All right. Yeah. There's balance. You guys come back together February after taking a break. So that has potential. If you are with a Leo, ooh, love. If you're with a Leo, like love, like they could be falling for you. They could be falling for you. Like you have everything that they really want and need in a person right now. And they like the fact that you're goal orientated because they're goal orientated too. And you finish their sentences, you make this Leo laugh, and they could be cutting off everyone else in order to pour into you. All right? This Leo takes you seriously. They do. And they don't want to disappoint you. And they will give you credit. Like, they will give you credit. To me, this gives me the verge of a healthy connection building, okay? So you're going to put your time and your energy into a Leo, and there's going to be things that they say that weigh on you heavy. Like this Leo is going to have you thinking a lot. Like you're going to be in your head. Like maybe this Leo carries a level of depth that you've never ever felt before. Like, wow, is this the way your mind is? Like, wow, this is powerful. I don't really know if I've ever met anybody like you. So you're cross watcher, you could be very intrigued with a Leo, and you're trying to watch what you say. It's like you want to match this Leo's energy. So to me, this seems like the beginning stages. You could have met them at work, or, cross watcher, you really, really want this to work. Just know that the Leo has a crush on you. The Leo has a huge crush on you, and they know they be having you in your head, honey. They can tell. They can tell that you are like commitment type, like, like they can tell that you would be the one to bring out the best in them. They can tell that you would be the one that would make a really good girlfriend or boyfriend. They already know that. They feel that. They already get that sense from you. So this Leo, and they will hold you accountable, honey. So be careful of what you say. This could be a conscious Leo, like a real conscious Leo that studies life. They study life. And, yeah. Let's see. Let's see when it comes to if you are with a Leo. And they do not want kids right now. So if you guys do get intimate, I see them using protection. Like, I am not ready for no kids. Especially if they do have kids already, this could be a Leo. Like, I don't know if I want more kids. If they have kids, this can really be a Leo. Like, I really don't know if I want more kids. Like, that can be out of it for me. So let's see. For a Leo, Three of Pentacles. It shows hesitation at times. Four of Pentacles is somebody that's guarded and watching you. Somebody who could secretly start to fall in love with you. And they're watching to make sure that you are the right choice for them. All right. This is also like a Leo that needs time to themselves. So the highest priest is someone who spends time with themselves. When they're with themselves, it's like a time of self-discovery. So it's not personal, or a time where they're overcoming like deep pain. Three of Swords is like somebody who's been hurt, but they are single. If you feel like, oh, I hope they don't have other people, or they're not like running around on me, they are single. Nine of Pentacles is somebody who does enjoy their alone time. Like they're fine with their alone time. They're not needy. They're not needy, and they're not negative. And they are emotionally available. All right. This gives me the beginning stage. They could be planning something really nice for you too, by the way. So let's see when it comes to this Leo. It says all bills paid. Nobody's ever made me feel this good. And they want to make sure that they have something to offer you. Like that's something that they can have in their head. They want to feel like they have something to offer you, and it says, I love you just the way you are. And they're going to like how self-aware you are, you know? At times they may wonder if you're hiding secrets. And they're going to love how nurturing you are. Or you're going to love how nurturing this Leo is. So, let's take it. This can also be somebody who's about to move. They're about to move into a place, their own place, or just move. They're about to move into a new place. The beginning of January, the second half, and then February. Let's see, the beginning of January. Oh, they're going to be embracing you. You guys are going to talk to each other a lot. There's hope. It's reciprocal communication. You guys speak. You guys follow through with what you guys said. So there's a level of like healthiness, reciprocal energy. Let's see the second half. The second half of January. Someone is going to wonder, like, I don't know if I can trust this. You know, like, I don't want to repeat a lesson. Somebody's going to be in between. This seems like this can be a dream come true. And at the same time, I don't want to, they're going to be waiting. Are you another lesson or are you a blessing? All right. They're still going to be around you, but it's almost like they're afraid. They don't want to repeat a lesson. They don't want to choose somebody that will hurt them. In February, it shows there could be a break from communication, and then you guys come back together with new energy and way more balance with each other. You guys can be in sync intuitively. This is a good connection. Like I see the potential of longevity for you. You know, you guys are going to take your time to get to know each other, all right? Did I do what will the Leo be going through? What will this Leo, did I do that? I mean, so they're going to be moving on from an old version of themselves in a difficult cycle, and they're going to be creating a firm foundation, and it shows partnership. So you guys really could end up being in a commitment. They're establishing a new foundation, moving on from an old cycle and opening up to a firm foundation. It's like they just have to trust the process. That's the only thing that your Leo is going through, like a new beginning and them having to trust the process. For you, cross watcher, and you guys will look really, really good together. Like you guys will look real good together. You're going to hope that this really works out. For you, cross watcher, ooh, you are overcoming an emotional loss and starting over in love again. That's what it looks like. You're moving on from someone who hurt you. And you want a more stable love. That's what you're opening up to. That's what you really want the most. I haven't seen you crying. Like you could be crying about like how good you were to someone and they were really like fake to you. So that's what you're going to be going through. If you are with a Virgo, I hear, oh my God. Oof. I have to look past your flaws and your ideas. So if you're with a Virgo could be idolizing you and spending more time with you, or spending, some of you spending money on you. I even hear like leaving you a paragraph. And you know, you got to be careful. If you're with a Virgo, you got to be careful. Like, and I shouldn't even say be careful. You know what this Virgo does a lot? This Virgo They make up a lot of stories in their head that may or may not be true. Like this is a Virgo, honey, that gets lost in their mind really, 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 really bad. Like their mind will take them on, honey. This is like a Virgo who will make up a whole story and run with it. You better be careful with this Virgo. It's almost like you itch your toe and then they'll look at it and say, "Oh my God, you itched your toe. That should be bad luck, and I wonder if it means you got karma." Like this is like they can be very, very superstitious about things. They have self-sabotage. This Virgo has huge self-sabotage and they don't mean it. They overanalyze things too much to the point where it brings them into a circus. It's like a Virgo, their mind can drive them crazy almost, you know? You know what it is? This Virgo is going to need a lot of reassurance, and I don't think they know that. Like, I don't think they know how to ask for reassurance. So they may take you on a whole, like a circus. It's almost like a circus because their mind creates a whole bunch of stuff off of one thing. One thing can happen and their mind will take them everywhere, all over the place, honey. And they actually, there's a few things. This Virgo loves you and they could be trying to play it off or fight it. So they actually fell in love with you. And even that, like them falling in love with you, you're a great person, but they can have high expectations. Even the love that they have for you, they could have created it to be way more than what it is. And I'm not trying to discredit you, Crosswatcher. I promise you, I'm not. I'm just trying to say the reality, like with this Virgo, there's something to do with the reality versus the fantasies that they create. And yeah, it's like the fantasy versus the reality. It's like they meet you and all of a sudden they're thinking about your wedding day and the house, and it's like, wait, slow down. You don't even, it's somebody that creates a lot in their imagination, and like a Virgo who needs to be very, very grounded, but they're not grounded, so they may get carried away in their mind, and that can be good or bad for you depending on wherever their mind goes. It's something like that. So it's even like, and this I have to tell you exactly the way it's coming out. It's like, is Virgo truly in love with you for you? Or are they in love with you according to the fantasy that they created in their mind? And they may push you to live up to an expectation that is not realistic. And that might cause conflict and fights. Because whatever they're going off of, it's not based off of reality. It's whatever they created up. It's whatever they fantasize. It's whatever their fairy tale love story that they've always wanted to have. And then they find you and you create these feelings for them and they just run with it for better or for worse, you know? So it's almost like if you are walking down the street and they think you looked at someone, and you could have been looking at a stop sign, but they thought you were staring at someone, then they get guarded, and then all of a sudden they're sensitive about everything and they just don't trust you. And it's like, they didn't ask you for the reassurance. Like when we were out, it looked like you were looking at someone. Were you? It's a situation like that. Someone who may even daydream about you. They may feel like they're getting senses that something's wrong, even if something is okay. So I want to tell you that this Virgo does love you, but they will not let you know the magnitude of love that they actually have for you, and their fantasy of the love they have for you could actually be better than the reality. You know, you can be a simple person, you know, you could be really, really simple, but in their mind, they can create it out to more. It's a situation like that. So they might be hard on you. They might be really, really hard on you. And the hardness that they have on you has to do with these false expectations that they place on themselves and that they place on everybody else around them. All right. But they're happy to have you. After I said all that, right? They're really, really happy to have you. And I would say for you, you have to be patient with this Virgo, because you got to hold their hand through every step of the way. And for you, cross watcher, you do have it in your mind where you will think about a future with the Virgo, or you could see this Virgo as somebody that you potentially marry in the future. So you're excited about this Virgo. Like, you know what, cross watcher, in January, you're going to be surprised to know that this Virgo struggles with themselves. That's going to shock you. Like, if you find out that this Virgo has self-esteem issues, or they're struggling with their self, like whether it's emotionally or whether it's even like mentally, you're going to be really shocked, because they show up very strong. So when you start to see like them cracking, like their personality cracking, or them even having like a bad day, it's going to make you feel like, wait, what is this? I didn't know you took things so seriously. I didn't know you felt this way. Or I didn't know, like, you're going to find out a lot more about how this Virgo thinks and how they see things. And it's going to surprise you. All right. They're a good person. They're still an amazing person. It's just way more to them than what you may see on the surface. And I really feel like for the month of January, you're going to go below the surface with this Virgo, and you're going to have to love them in a different way because of it, you know? And I even hear you asking them more, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Like, just checking the temperature with them, because you don't know what's going to come next. You just don't know. But to me, you give me a good person. Like, you're signed up for all this. So you're gonna need to help this Virgo stabilize themselves when they start to like get too caught up in their head. It's a situation like that. It's like you guys have a lot of work ahead of you if you both want this connection to be successful. There's a lot of work that's needed, you know? Well, it shows ending. It shows ending, and it shows arguing and defensive, like arguing, defensive. And you love to show this Virgo off. You find them very, very attractive. But with this Virgo, it shows healing. They could be trying to heal. They want something stable with you, but what is this energy, this toxic energy that they're healing from? It could be somebody from in their family. They could be healing from like mom issues or dad issues, and that can be it. Oh, that is so sad, for real. Damn. They could be healing from like mother issues or father issues. There's something big that they're healing from, and that can be the reason why. Like they say children that are birthed from like narcissistic parents, they fantasize a lot because that was safe. That was safe for them, especially when they had to survive chaotic, dysfunctional environments. They had to be in survival mode to protect themselves to get through it. So it's either they could have been through a narcissistic ex, or it can be a parent. I'm only saying that because it shows 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups is like a family situation, or this can literally be, just like an ex. Like they were with a narcissistic ex, so they're kind of on edge. They can possibly create things in their mind because their ex could have put them through a circus. That's what it could be. That can be the thing, but they really want long-term love. They want security. They really need lots of reassurances and someone just to hug them and tell them like, babe, everything is going to be okay. They're going to need like 1 million of those in order to feel safe. Like they're going to need someone who really, really shows up, somebody that they can truly count on, because whatever they came out of, it showed them that love is not safe and love is unpredictable, and it's like their system is trying to adjust and it's not doing that great. So you guys may argue, they may even break up with you, stonewall you. But just know it shows Two of Wands. So you guys may have some turbulent times in January. Like it might go from like things are really going good and you're trying to understand them, and then things may fall apart. It shows an ending, but in the end, it shows Ten of Pentacles. It's like this gives me roller coaster ride. And you're not, like I said, you're not just dealing with the Virgo and what you see externally. You're dealing with whatever the heck they just came out of. And honey, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. So it takes them a lot to like trust, and they don't know what's their intuition versus what is the theater of their own mind. It's like they can get their intuition versus their mind creating the worst case scenario. It's a lot to deal with, but they're worth it. It shows that your relationship is going to have ebbs and flows because of it. All right. They're going to feel like you are a dream come true. Like I did say that. They definitely are going to feel like you're a dream come true, but they will not tell you that. It shows legs. I only want you in my life so bad. I really feel by January the Virgo is going to be hooked onto you, but them being hooked onto you can also look like pushing you away. And it could be like, I don't want to get hurt. I love you, but I don't want to get hurt. They could test you subconsciously. And it says, I just want to make you happy. And if you guys did get into anything, it says, I really hope that you will forgive me. So I don't know if you do something to push the Virgo away, or if they push you away because they just don't trust you, and you may hope that they forgive you. They're going to love the way you dress. They love the way you dress. If you really want this to work with the Virgo, you got to be careful with them, because, honey, you got to be careful. Let me see. What is the lessons in this relationship? And I'm only saying that because it seems like it goes all over the place. Okay, this is good. It says synergy. This is your energetic match. Two birds sing sweeter than one. But yeah, patterns of control, manipulation, intense push and pull. And this is exactly what I mean. And somebody needing to accept the other person for exactly who they are. So like I said, Virgo may have high expectations of you versus accepting exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying. The reality of who you are versus what they want you to be. They could try to push you into being something you're not. It's like false expectations can really hurt this connection. You'll see it in January for yourself. But did I do this? Because honey, what's going to be going on with Virgo? See, they're going to fall in love. They're going to fall in love. And there's a lot of love making. And they better be careful of getting distracted. Virgos need to be very, very careful of getting distracted from this love connection. But it's like they want to know, are you my future? Are you a part of my destiny? And it's like they need to be patient. Virgo's going to have to be patient and take care of themselves. They need to be patient. They need to take care of themselves. They need to do exactly what they said in order to be ahead of the game. So Virgo made some promises to themselves, and it's like They still need to like live out their life path regardless of what relationship they're in. They made promises to themselves, so they have to keep it. And this love, it could become a distraction because they may get too attached and too scared and too worried. And they want to know, how long is this going to last? Are you my life partner? And that can distract them as well. But they're going to fall in love with you. For the cross watcher, for you cross watcher, let's see. If you're cross watching for a Virgo, what is going to happen? You seem more humble. It says firm foundation. You can be building a stable foundation just within yourself, within your life. I think for you, cross watcher, money means a lot to you. And when it shows solitude, you could be spending a whole lot of time with yourself, creating your dream life. And this could be like, well, then you have your own path too. The only thing is like, you're very, very focused. Like you're very, very, very focused and stable when it comes to your material wealth. And you're doing this, I don't know why this is showing up like behind your family's back. It's like you are falling in love with your life. You are mapping out a future that, I don't know if you had a controlling family, a controlling mother, a controlling father, and you had to like tell everybody off and take your life back into your own hands. It seems like that. They support you though. They definitely support you, but you could have had a really controlling parent and it's like, I got this, you know? So I don't know, like you're waiting to see what's going to happen with the Virgo. Why is she suffering in silence? It's like you trying to learn this connection can be draining to you at times, you know, and you could be trapped in fear about the future when it comes to the Virgo. You can even be trapped in fear of like, I just don't want my love to distract me from everything that I'm building, you know? So you're in similar places. I just feel like you both handle your emotions completely different. Completely different. And cross watcher, you're also about fun. You love to have fun. You love to have experiences. You can be very, very spontaneous. And the Virgo could really admire that because they're always in their head about everything. With you, you're not afraid to just jump. Just try things. Just do whatever you want to do. Like you're not afraid. And I really feel like Virgo can learn from that. So we'll see. The first half of January, the 2nd, and then February. So there's a lot of clarity. See, somebody can feel helpless and hopeless and seeking answers about the connection. I don't know if this is Virgo. Somebody can have a lot of anxiety and feeling stood up. Somebody can feel stood up. Somebody can feel wronged. Somebody can feel played. Someone never experienced these feelings of love before. Somebody never felt real, true love. And I don't know if this is you or Virgo. I don't know which one it is, but somebody's feeling helpless and hopeless. They never really felt feelings of love. The second half. Okay. Oh, good. Second half is new energy, and it seems way more, the energy seems way more peaceful between you two. You know, and somebody can be getting like readings on the other person and trying to pay more attention to like their intuition and follow their heart. So someone is trying to free themselves from like anxiety and fear and pay attention to more of what their heart is saying and like listening to like getting guidance or like readings. In February, February looks good. There's lots of success and growth. All right, so this is good. And someone asking for your opinion. All right. So whether it's Virgo asking you or cross watcher, you asking Virgo for their opinion, and somebody's building their own business. Somebody's building their own business. They're taking a leap of faith and they're so excited. And it's either you're supporting the Virgo or the Virgo supporting you. So, woo, honey. If you are with a Libra, if you're with a Libra, you guys could possibly get matching tattoos. And so, or somebody can be having a tattoo removed. So you guys can actually be getting matching tattoos. It's like there's a level of, when it comes to this Libra, they're solid about you. Are you guys in a commitment? Because I feel commitment energy, like strong commitment energy. I feel strong partnership. I feel strong building together, like even going to church together. You guys may start to hang out more, celebrate each other. You both can be, I'm talking about in the month of January, you guys can turn to lovers and best friends. Like, you're my lover, but you are my best friend. You are my escape. There can even be like a level of somebody wanting to propose or practicing what their proposal speech will be in a connection with a Libra. This Libra is going to feel calm. This Libra feels safe with you. This Libra feels committed to you. This Libra feels like you're their ideal type. This is the type of relationship that they've always wanted. This is the relationship that they've been waiting on. That's how the Libra is going to feel about you. And it seems like you feel the same exact way. But for you, it just seems scary. Like, I can't believe this is even happening. So it's going to almost feel like it's too good to be true. You might even notice you both have the same sexual fetishes. And that's going to be scary as well. Like, how do you meet somebody that is similar to you? How does this happen? So it could be for you, cross watcher, you're mapping out your life with a Libra and they match your energy and they give you husband or wife energy off the gate. As soon as you meet them, you feel like they give you husband or wife energy off the gate. And you're very, very protective of them. This Libra knows this. They know that. They know that you feel this way. And it's because your energy, how you show up for them, how you nurture them, they know how that you don't play about them. They know this already. This could be a union. Let me see. When it comes to Libra, let's see. Knight of Cups. This Libra is in love with you, and they're going to be watching you. See, you guys start off as friends. This Libra is definitely going to be invested in you, but you guys start off as friends, but they're watching you. Ace of Pentacles, you guys have longevity with this. You guys are healing together. Queen of Wands. This Libra finds you very, very attractive, or you may find this Libra very, very attractive. At times, this connection may stress you. Your feelings for this Libra may stress you. This Libra is going to be watching you because they want to make sure you are who you say you are. And it shows Eight of Wands, which is lots of communication. You guys might meet each other online. This Libra is going to keep it real with you because they've been through a lot. So they're going to keep it real with you. Let's see. What is this connection about? Okay. So you have history with this Libra because you have history with this Libra because it shows that this is a connection that gives you an opportunity to do things differently. All right. And it says stalemated. So there was a part where somebody was in their head. The connection could have been really, really stalemated, not knowing what to do. Sexually, it says this connection has the potential for sacred tantric alchemy. So this looks like you guys share a past together. You guys could have met each other unexpectedly. Okay. So if this is a reconciliation or somebody that you have history with, it's almost like that's why the Libra is watching you, because it's like whatever you guys been through, they don't want to be put through it again. You know, they may feel like sometimes, cross watcher, you could be a little sneaky. They feel like you could be a little sneaky, although they love you. You are their friend, you are their lover, and they just want to make sure that, because in their mind, they think about what you guys could have been through in the past. They just don't want it to happen again. You guys have a really, really good, strong connection. All right. Let's see. I want to show you off. I like how we look together. So this Libra finds you very, very attractive. They love being with you. Somebody, let me just say this, and it shows understanding. And you guys can work out together or go to the gym together. Let me tell you something about whether this is, if the Libra lost trust in you, it's almost like you could have played them before. You could have played them and they could have found out. They want to make sure that part of you is done. Like, are you still on that type of time? Because you and this Libra could have been through things. There's even a card that shows, like, let me see. Well, it says new self-employment. You guys can possibly be trying to create a business together. Somebody could have had like a gambling addiction and trying to hide it. There's lots of humor in this connection. It says I'm shy. But someone could have had like a player past, and what Libra wants to make sure is that that part of you is done, cross watcher. Like, are you done? Like, I love you. You guys can have like a soulmate connection, but if you did play this Libra in the past, it could have caused a stalemate and a separation. You two coming back in January, this looks like you guys have ebbs and flows in your relationship. Your relationship will strengthen in the month of January, but it's almost like whatever you did to the Libra, whatever you got caught doing, they're still thinking about it and watching you. All right. So you guys have a huge, like, love with Ace of Pentacles. You guys could have history. Let's see. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, you cross watcher, you may be dealing with some things, honey. And this Libra is aware of what they've been through with you in the past, and they just don't want to be going through that again. So they're going to be having their eyes on you. But you guys are like friends and lovers, you know. What's this Libra going to be going through in January? What's going to be happening? Solitude. They're going to be spending more time in the house. And they're going to be very, very cutthroat honest with you. This Libra is very, very honest. They do not sugarcoat the truth. They're going to be like showing up for themselves extremely. They're going to be honest with you. And they're going to feel like you are a blessing. And they're holding on to hope that things can like be better now, you know? Because mental conflict can just mean like you guys had hit a really, really rough patch, and they're holding on to hope that things can change for the better. They're hoping that you can make the sacrifices of certain types of habits that you have. Like you be trying to sneak and hide certain habits. Like you might have a gambling addiction that you tried to hide and the Libra found out about. You could have tried to play the Libra and the Libra found out about it. So they just hope that you guys are making the right decision to move forward. They just want things to be good. They're aware of your shortcomings. And they're aware that you could have had other options before, but they're hoping that things will be better this time around. So in January, things could possibly take a turn for the better when it comes to you guys. But Libra, they're very logical. They're very logical when it comes to this relationship. They're not on the emotional level. They're not being emotional about this. They're being very, very logical. They're looking at you for you. They're seeing the reality of who you are. And they're not going to lie to themselves about your shortcomings. So they see the good, the good, the bad, and the ugly with you, and they still love you no matter what. For you, cross watcher, it shows moving on, emotional withdrawal. I see crying. I see crying. If you guys did have a stalemated situation and the Libra called you out in the past, I see you like crying about it and venting to your mom or your aunt or your friends, and then it shows a reunion. So this is a reunion that's going to happen in January with the Libra. And it says wish fulfillment. It's almost like, cross watcher, you did not want to take accountability for the things that you put this Libra through. And you really see a future with this Libra. And you could be going through financial losses, and it shows like a new beginning. So you're going to be back in a relationship. It's a new beginning that you have with this Libra. Let's see. You can feel guilty for what you put the Libra through. You can feel really, really guilty and ashamed. And I don't know if it's because you put the Libra through it, or it's because you're guilty because you got caught. You could be a Gemini. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be a Taurus, a Pisces, or Taurus or a Pisces, or a Leo. Taurus, Pisces, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And let's see. Beginning of January. See, that Libra is going to be watching you, honey. See, the love is going to be restored. The love is going to be restored the beginning of January. You guys are going to come together. It's really beautiful. Like, when you guys are doing good, you do so daggone good. Like, when things are good, they're really good. And you feel like you can trust this Libra. See, there's new energy. When it's good, and they love your energy. The second half, yep. See, you're going to restore. This is good. I feel like in the month of January, period, it's going to be the best month that you guys have. You know? But no, because then it shows at the end the Libra may detached. Or somebody might be detached and paying more attention to work. That's what the detach is about. Somebody can be working a lot. Let's see February. Seek, looking for answers and rebuilding. And changing focus and trusting. Okay. And listening to each other. Listening to each other's fears. Somebody might have kids, so they might make the other person feel alone if they have kids from an outside relationship. I just feel like you guys are going to make this work regardless. I just feel that in the energy. If you are with a Scorpio, if you are with a Scorpio, your friends, let me tell you, if you're with a Scorpio, be careful of your friends sending you mixed message about what to do with the Scorpio. If you're with a Scorpio, be careful of taking advice from your friend when it comes to this Scorpio, because your friends could be leading you down the wrong path when it comes to this Scorpio. So Scorpio is going to be very, very moody. They're going to be sending you mixed signals, and you're not going to know if you should fight for it or if you should just let it go altogether. You know, it's like the reason why this Scorpio is sending you mixed signals. Number one, someone can be stressing them out. Or it's almost like they are in a place where they're feeling so disappointed in themselves or in their choices, or things that kind of like don't add up or don't make sense to them. So in the month of January, this Scorpio is kind of like detached. But let me just say this to you: the detachment has nothing to do with you. And if you are with a Scorpio, the Scorpio gives me single energy. Like they give me single energy, and you can be cross watcher having a crush on a Scorpio. It's like you have a crush on a Scorpio, but you don't know if you should play your feelings off, if you should be direct with them, if you should. This is crazy. Cross watcher, this Scorpio situation is going to have your emotions all out of control. And it's because you're not listening to your intuition. Your intuition can be trying to tell you something like this. This Scorpio is not as complicated as you're making them out to be. This Scorpio is very, very simple. They have a very, very simple life, and they have a toxic ex that they could be overcoming. Like, this Scorpio is just in their head. They're in their head about their life. They're in their head about their future, and they're in a space where they're just overcoming. It's like, okay, let me tell you what's really going on with this Scorpio, because I don't feel relationship energy. I feel like you're trying to figure out a Scorpio. Number one, they can have a mother, or if they can have a child that's pressuring them, right? So right now, the Scorpio seems stressed. They seem stressed. Another thing, the Scorpio has a lot of responsibilities. This can be even like a Scorpio who has to pay for a lot. Like, everything is on them. This can even be like a Scorpio who has to take care of like their mother, their children's, and like their friends depend on them. A lot of people depend on this Scorpio, and the issue is with this Scorpio, they don't really have anybody that they can lean on. So they could be in their head with that too. Like, I need to stay away from this person. I need to learn from this person. It's like they're sorting their energy out so that they can be free. And they're gonna do it. They're gonna master it. Outside of that, this Scorpio loves to entertain. They're a really happy-go-lucky person. But it's almost like, I gotta do what I gotta do for me first. They put themselves first because people do not be putting them first. And then the people that do come into this Scorpio's life, they're always trying to put more on this Scorpio, and they're starting to figure that out for themselves. So Scorpio's in a place where they're mapping out their life. They're mapping out their future. They're trying to see who makes me happy, who gets on my nerves, what do I need to heal from. They're mastering their emotions. So if you're doing things to be strategic with this Scorpio, you're not going to be successful because they're going to pick it up. Another thing you need to be careful about when it comes to this Scorpio is they're highly, highly, highly intuitive, and they sense things before it even happens. This is a Scorpio that will even have premonitions. This Scorpio will have dreams and all kinds of stuff. So this is like an awakened Scorpio. And you, honey, if you're not prepared, it's almost like you can be playing small with this Scorpio, but you don't realize that this Scorpio is a big dog. And I want to tell you, Cross Watcher, do not sleep on this Scorpio. Like, they're way more ahead of the game than you think. So with you, I feel like you have good intentions, but it's not coming off that way, whether you know it or not. And you can be confused, whether it's confused in who you want, or if it's just confused in which direction to go, which is the same thing. You're very, very confused. And a Scorpio, when it comes to a highly sensitive person, they can feel misled energy, and they may take it as a direct attack on their soul, and they may come at you crazy. So you have to just be careful. I feel like with this Scorpio, it's miscommunication. So for January, I don't know what's going to happen with you and the Scorpio. And in truth be told, if you take too long, there's a chance that someone else, let me not go there. Someone else may actually come into the Scorpio's life because you take too long. So you better be careful. they're not that materialistic. And if they are materialistic, Spirit is saying they can pay and afford for the materials that they have. So some of you can be judging this Scorpio. You could be trying to just see what's up with them. And another thing, you could have went on a date with this Scorpio and you thought that they would be wrapped around your finger and they'll be calling you by now, and it may not be going that way. So it may not be working out the way you think. And this is the reason why you can be actually angry. You can be angry and very, very timid of the Scorpio, and it kind of makes you feel challenged. Now you feel like, okay, well, what can I do to get their heart? And that's what's going to really draw you into this Scorpio. And the reason why I'm not getting that much of, well, how does the Scorpio feel about you, is because it looks like their energy is tied in so many other things. Like this Scorpio, it has a lot of energy on if they have kids, if they have a parent that they're taking care of, their household, their bills, their job. Like they have so much energy going in so many different directions that I don't see them looking at you. It's not to say that they don't see you. I just feel like you may not be their priority or their main focus at all. So maybe they just find you attractive and that's it. Like, oh, you're cute, or you're beautiful, but I don't really see them taking action. I don't see this Scorpio doing that anything for real. I just don't. I think they find you attractive and I don't see anything further than that. So it looks like you're trying to figure out this Scorpio so that you can possibly capture their heart. Let me look a little deeper. Let me look a little deeper, because this gives me like a tricky situation, like a real tricky situation. And then if you're trying to go through your friends to get information, they're not giving you the right information. It's like mixed signals. Let me see. See, waiting. There's a huge waiting energy when it comes to this connection. The Scorpio is showing up as the Emperor. So this is somebody who's taking charge of their life. This is somebody, Queen of Cups, somebody who has a huge heart. They have a huge heart. They're waiting on, they're a Queen of Cups waiting on a king. So this gives me that they're waiting on love. They would want a love offer, but what the heck are you doing, Crosswatcher? Because this is confusing. Nine of Pentacles. So you're single. You're single. Ten of Cups. You're looking for... Oh, you're obsessed with the Scorpio. But you're afraid of... You could be afraid of giving your all to this Scorpio, because what if it ends? You can be afraid of... Because I'm like, what is this energy all about? You're going to be spying on them. See? Baby, you too scared for this Scorpio, honey. It's just like this waiting energy. Like you guys communicated and then it just goes silent. This Scorpio is waiting for their match. It shows Queen of Cups waiting for a King of Cups. And you want to be married. But you want to take your time. This is crazy. This gives me somebody who's obsessed or stalking a Scorpio and they don't really know what to do. But I just gave you the Scorpio single and they're just getting their life together and they're going to do they're about to be in a really good place. Let me show you for whoever's inquiring about this Scorpio. So where's the Scorpio going to be in January when you meet them? See? Patience and planning. Honey, they're mapping out their future. And they're getting new opportunities when it comes to career. So they could be negotiating contracts. It's like this Scorpio is moving up the ladder. They're moving up the ladder. And they want love. But they're not playing. It's like With judgment, they're looking at people, and they can be overcoming a loss. So they're overcoming a loss, and they are also, look at that. A lot of people are attracted to this Scorpio. They're waiting. They're waiting for love. They've been deceived in love. A lot of people are attracted to them, but there's a lot of people that want them or are lustful towards them, but they're looking for something way more solid. It's like you have to, they're waiting for someone who measures up to them. That's all there is. It's like this Scorpio, they're not settling. They're waiting for someone who measures up to them. All right? And they're to themselves. So I don't know what you're thinking. I feel like what you think about this Scorpio versus the reality is two different things. But yeah, that's what's going on with this Scorpio. And for you, cross watcher, standing your ground. You want to be in a relationship so bad. You could be in a place where you get a lot of attention as well. So you're standing your ground. You want what you want. You're trying to, you want this Scorpio. You really want this Scorpio. And you wonder, are you going to have victory and success with them, or are you going to have to move on? That's what it's like. You could be watching, learning, trying to see what's up with this Scorpio. I feel like you want what you want. You just seem so disappointed. You seem so disappointed. Like you really want to. This is weird. Let me see. What is this? What the heck is this all about? What is this? Acceptance. Accept yourself. And it's too much distance. Okay. So cross watcher, you could be emotionally unavailable trying to. And it says true love. This connection has the potential for true love. And it says new. So you're new. You're a new suitor in the Scorpio's life. But there's a lot of distance. Somebody needs to take a chance. I feel like that's all there is. It says hamster wheel. So this could be a connection that goes round and round of circles. Someone's not really exposing how they truly feel. Somebody needs to trust and take a chance. Someone's like afraid and distant. Do you ever even, let me see. Ooh, somebody dates around. Somebody can be dating around and afraid to tell you, nobody ever made me feel this good. Yeah. I don't know. This gives me mixed signals. This gives me mixed signals. And, if you're not being open and direct, it could be Scorpio who has options too. That's another thing. This Scorpio could possibly have options, but it's a bunch of mixed signals. Yeah, it's like somebody really wants this connection, but they hold back too much. And they're just in their head instead of taking action. This is really weird. That was a weird reading. Let's see. So in the beginning of January, the end of January, and then February. Let's see what's going to happen between you and the Scorpio. The beginning of January. Ooh. So you can meet this Scorpio in the beginning of January. You guys start off strong. Well-deserved reward is like you see commitment, you see potential, you see a lot. So what happens the end? The end, it shows growth, and then somebody closes their heart off. Somebody's trying to master their emotions. There's an opportunity For love, you guys spending time together, fixing the connection, strengthening your bond. And then what about February? Embracing and control. Okay, so I get it. You have a strong start with a Scorpio. That's why you're obsessing over them. There's a strong start with a Scorpio, and then all of a sudden someone tries to control how they feel, and it creates a lot of emotional distance. So I want to know, what's the overall outcome with you two? I'm going to do it like that because this energy is so confusing. In January, what's the overall outcome? Strengthen bonds. In February, what's the overall outcome? Embracing each other. And then it shows control. So the only thing is somebody is going to be controlling their emotions. It can be like that intense push and pull, somebody trying to control their emotions because they have to believe that this can work. So there's potential here. There's potential here. Somebody really wants this to work out. I really feel, Crosswatcher, you really want this to work out with the Scorpio. Somebody needs to go with the flow and stop creating distance and closing off their heart and trying to control the outcome. Like somebody really is like obsessed with the Scorpio, but afraid that they're not going to get what they want, but they really, really want them. Be careful. It can work if you just open up your heart and give it a chance. This really could work. So then let me see. How will the Scorpio see you? How will the Scorpio see you? How will the Scorpio feel about you? They're just going to be watching you. Page of Swords. They're going to watch you. They're going to feel stressed about this connection with you. Because you seem too secretive. You're too distant and too secretive, and that's going to stress the Scorpio out. They're going to wonder, do you have options? Because if you have options, then honey, I need to get my options too. So they feel the same connection that you feel, but once you start to get distant and you're acting mysterious, it's going to make them feel stressed out. Like maybe I need to keep my options open as well. But they're open to giving you a chance, but one thing about this Scorpio with the Four of Pentacles, they're not going to overgive. They're not going to overinvest. They're going to protect themselves. The four of Pentacles is like, I'm not going to give in. If you stop, I stop. And it might hurt them. You know, if they have a really good start with you and then all of a sudden you start to withdraw or you start to act mysterious or get very distant, it's going to like, I don't think I should trust this. And then they're going to focus on themselves and their options. So be careful, because that's what could play out. You're going to have to be consistent and open and honest with this Scorpio if you want this connection to work. That's all I see. If you are with a Sagittarius, if you're with a Sagittarius, they do not trust you. They don't trust you. They do not think that things are going good. They were having fun with you, and they may feel like you're immature. It's like a Sagittarius is trying to decode your personality. They're analyzing your personality, and they do not like the way that you're showing up. Like they don't like your character. They even wonder, like, are you showing off? Are you doing this? Is it your boys that are influencing you? Like what's up with you? Like Sagittarius is going to get very, very, very turned off if you start to show them that you're not committed, because you could have came off very strong. They could have seen long term with you. They could have told their family and their friends about you. They thought that you were a blessing. And in the month of January, Sagittarius could be on the verge of starting to see someone else or opening up to the possibilities of being with someone else because they feel like they're not getting loved by you. So be careful of like jeopardizing your connection with a Sagittarius, because Spirit says this Sagittarius is very, very reliable and they play love with love. So if you love them, they love you back 10 times more. Some of you could have been divorced, or you could have been in a commitment that hurt you, and they feel like this is the reason why you are who you are. So they're at the point where they're analyzing your behavior. They're very reasonable. They know that nobody is perfect, but they feel like you've been putting on a show and you're blocking your blessings with them. That's how the Sagittarius feels. You're putting on a show, you're blocking your blessings, and they may feel like everybody is right. Everybody found out about you at the same time. Like you ain't no good. You know, Sagittarius can come to that conclusion that you're no good and you could be wasting their time and leading them on. And it took them a long time to get here. So this is like a Sagittarius who've been trying. Like they've been trying, and that they're at the verge of giving up. And I hear like you reap what you sow. So they may be like wishing you get your karma. So if you see a Sagittarius in January, they're going to be more withdrawn. I see them on the phone with you, but rolling their eyes. They don't expect any more good, you know, and they feel like they're wasting their time. They just need the courage to move. So be careful, because you may think, cross watcher, you may still check in to see if you still have the Sagittarius wrapped around your finger, and you're going to find out, well, you won't, because you seem, cross watcher, you seem too arrogant to see the truth. You know, you can be an air sign as well. You can be a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius. You can also be an Aries. You could be an Aries, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, or Cancer, or Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And it's almost like you may feel like you got it like that with this Sagittarius, but they only treated you so good because that is their capacity. When they love, that's how they love. But when they feel like their love is not being respected, then you're going to get the other side of the Sagittarius, and that's what's going to make you panic. Like if you notice that the Sagittarius is not answering your phone calls, they're not quick to answer you. If they start to slow back up on how they text you, you're going to start to go into panic and you're going to freak out. Like, wait, what's going on with the Sag? What's going on with the Sag? The Sag is starting to withdraw their love, because it's like you're taking a good one for granted is how Sag is going to start to feel about you. Like you don't know how to value a good thing, and I can't trust you for that. So they're not going to trust you with their heart anymore. That's what I see. And they could be going into like healing, you know, like they're going to start to do things that they love. They're going to start to get really excited about their life, their healing. They're going to be happy to have their energy back by the end of January if you allow this to play out like this. So if you allow this to continue to play out like this, you're going to notice that they're going to be doing their own thing. Let's see. I even hear flight. They may even go away. So, yeah. Sagittarius, it's like they feel stressed out about this connection. Some of you too, you could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. But it's like when they first met you, they really thought that this had potential for something amazing. Like they looked at you really, really highly. Sagittarius is going to be in their head of how disappointed they are and how much of a distraction you actually are. They're going to be in their head like you are actually a distraction. This is a tough lesson. I feel so disappointed. See, holding back. They're going to be holding back. Even if they are in a commitment with you. It's like everything I do to love you, you're not acknowledging me. So I'm just going to focus on loving myself. They're going to be focusing on loving themselves because they're going to feel like they did everything that they could possibly do to love you the right way. And you're taking their love for granted. It's going to cause them a lot of depression and grief. I see like a slow separation. Let's see. What is this connection all about? You guys had great chemistry. You met this Sag unexpectedly. It says addictions. Like negative patterns and addictions is controlling this connection. And high tempers, somebody's very temperamental. They make a lot of nasty remarks to the other person when they're angry or when they don't get their way. And they can be really good in bed, but they're really awful at love. All right. So somebody, like the lesson, it says express the values and beliefs you learned about love. So this could be teaching Sag how to value and love their self more than their lover. So let's see what's going to happen. And let's see what did Sag love about you? The simple things, like you guys laying in bed together watching TV. You could have loved the Sag's hair. The Sag could love the way your hair is. Sag really has genuine feelings for you. They love being out and about with you because it says, I want to show you off. And then it says, I don't feel like I have anything to offer. So you, cross-watcher, or the Sag could feel like they don't have that much to offer. You get to see where the energy fits best. The beginning of January, the end, and then let's go to February. So January, giving and receiving, building the connection, and then changing focus and trust. So there's a level of trust that Sag is going to be giving you, taking a risk on you in the beginning of January. By the end, it shows lots of arguments when it comes to the growth of the connection, and then sadness and isolation by the end. All right. In February, somebody's going to be seeking answers. It shows balance and then love again and new energy. So there's an opportunity in February for things to move better when it comes to this connection. It seems like there's going to be a lot of arguments, sadness, and isolations towards the end of January. If you are with a Capricorn, this Capricorn is studying everything you say. This Capricorn is studying everything you say and everything you do. Be careful. Let me tell you why. This Capricorn wants to be careful with you. They feel like you are either, there's two things. They feel like you're catching them in lies, or the Capricorn could be catching you in lies. And it's like they want to give you tough love. You know, they could have grew up that way where they grew up with tough love, and they could be trying to give you tough love. And they're taking everything that you say seriously. I don't care if you want to. You can throw it in my face all you want to. We don't even talk that much anyway, so why would I care? It could be cross-watcher, be careful. Like, cross-watcher, you love a Capricorn, but it's almost like argumentative and defensive. If you're argumentative, if you're defensive, if you're trying to be calculated with Capricorn, 1 minute you're sweet, the next minute you want to offer them advice, the next minute you want to push them away. It's like it's too many different signals you're giving this Capricorn, and it's throwing them off, and they could feel like you're gaslighting them. So now they're going to start to pay attention more when you talk. It's like, am I losing my mind, or are they gaslighting me? And this Capricorn can be trying to give you tough love in the month of January. And they're going to bounce. If you guys break up, this Capricorn is going to bounce back way quicker than you even believe. So if you're trying to punish a Capricorn, be careful, because, oh God, you trying to punish a Capricorn may backfire at you. And it's all out of insecurity. If you're feeling like this Capricorn can be going through a glow up, it's like they're seeing their worth differently, and people are starting to pay attention to them, and they're getting the right recognition, the right love. And this can come from like family, friends, and they're getting really, really good advice. They're getting hype for themselves. It's like, I don't care if you were even in a relationship with this Capricorn, you're going to notice that they're changing, they're growing, and they're not going to need your validation anymore. That's the thing. You got to be careful. It's like you're going to feel that you're losing control over this Capricorn, and you're going to do everything in your life to fight it, because this Capricorn's growth, whether you know it or not, and this is not to hurt your feelings, it can make you really insecure. Like, I even see a vision of you crying about the Capricorn, and it's like crying. It's like, I feel like I'm losing you. But it's almost like the Capricorn is growing, and they're really excited about their growth, and they're trying to show you, like they're trying to live more unapologetically, and they're just trying to show you, like, I'm not the same anymore. So it's even like if you were in a marriage or in a commitment, how you met this Capricorn versus who they're becoming is two different people, and they're trying to show you that. Like, they're trying to show you that through their actions. They're not trying to ask you to believe in them anymore, because at a point they could have wanted that from you. It's almost like you feel like, another thing too, you could be like, maybe they're seeing you for you, or because they're around better people, or because they're getting the recognition they deserve in their career, because things are really starting to happen for them, and it's starting to shape them and create a glow up. You could be feeling more left out, or you're looking at yourself and it's threatening the way you see yourself. So it's a lot. I'm not This Capricorn changing into the best version of themselves is starting to threaten how you see yourself, which makes you take jabs at them, and be careful, because you might just end up losing this Capricorn, where I don't care if you guys live together, it's going to be a very quiet house where you guys are just doing the bare minimum to get through each day, and then their life outside of you is so full. So they get compensated because other people are starting to finally witness them getting blessed. Like, people are going to help them. Their friends are going to be offering them all kinds of advice, and nobody's going to sugarcoat the truth with this Capricorn anymore. There could even be people that are like, damn, I'm sorry. Like, what this could be, a glow up year for Capricorn. It could be like everything that they went through, they're finally going to get, like, harvest. They're finally going to harvest good karma for all that they've been through. And it's like, honestly, this could be a spiritual lesson to you. Because as you see this Capricorn rise, do you celebrate them, or do you begin to hate on them? And then that can be a reflection of your true character, which is something they could have started to see in you anyway. So just be careful is all I gotta say. I just see you feeling really, really defeated. So let's see. I see taking off your mask. You can have a Capricorn. Let me see. This seems a little. You can notice in January you two drifting apart, but let's see how this unfolds, okay? If you're with a Capricorn and they love you, see, they're going to be getting a lot of attention. This is going to be the month that Capricorn gets a lot of recognition, a lot of attention. And you could have been building on a connection with this Capricorn already. So 10 of Pentacles, this means that you love their heart. You love their heart. And put it this way, if you're with a Capricorn and you guys were failing to get along, or you could have seen this glow up happening, it's like with the Wheel of Fortune, you have an opportunity to make things right with Capricorn. You have an opportunity to invest in this, and you can be a Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, cross watcher, or you can be an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, watching this for a Capricorn, and you see them growing. And honestly, you do see their happiness coming back. You see this, you see their happiness coming back. Oh, that's what it is with you. You're spying on them and you're afraid with all this success, with all this attention that Capricorn is getting. It makes you afraid of where does it put you in their life. So you're scared. You're scared of what's going to happen with you and them. That's what it is. It's fear. You want this to work with the Capricorn. You really, really do. But you're afraid with everything that's going on in their life. Is it going to threaten your relationship? This is something that you think about a lot. You know? You love the way that the Capricorn makes you feel. You are seeing, you're witnessing the Capricorn glow up. You're noticing that they're getting lots of attention. It's like, for you, cross watcher, this Capricorn actually adores you. They do have love for you. They just want you to celebrate them. Like, celebrate with me, uplift me, encourage me, while like we can live in this good energy together. You know, it's like that. That's how this Capricorn feels about you. Let me see more. How does this Capricorn feel? They're hoping that it doesn't have to end, because they're starting to see your toxic ways. You know, they miss the days when you really used to make them happy. They're wondering, like, is this gonna end? Like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna notice. Oh, damn, it shows walking away. This Capricorn is afraid that they may have to walk away from you too. Like, they're disappointed. They're disappointed in how you're showing up for them. They really want this to work, but they're going to be disappointed. Let me see. They're going to be thinking in their head about how you've been acting to them, how you've been treating them. They're going to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, but they want you too. Ace of Cups, like, they want you too. Let me see. So you both love each other. I just feel like this is a Capricorn season of good juju. And it's like, how can you handle this new Capricorn? Can you handle them? How do you see Capricorn right now? Five of Wands. You feel like they're sitting on their high horse. You feel like this Capricorn is sitting on their high horse and they're argumentative with you. You also feel like they want to break. You feel like they want to break deep down inside. This Capricorn wants you. Let's see. How does this Capricorn feel? I only want you. They want you. But it says emotionally unavailable. They wonder sometimes if you're too emotionally unavailable, but nobody has ever made me feel this good. And they wonder if you purposely try to make them jealous. You know? Do you purposely try to make them jealous? And they like your body. Do you purposely try to do things to, like, make them angry? That's what this Capricorn wants to know. So let's see. How is this relationship? Let's see what's going to happen. Well, let me see. What's going to be going on? Dang, I got to keep the order. What's going to be going on for Capricorn? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, Capricorn is going to be getting hit on left and right. They have a lot of options, but they find you to be a blessing. So they love you, but they're gonna be getting a lot of opportunities and a lot of people hitting on them, you know? But they're gonna realize like they really do love you, but they're gonna feel also withdrawn. Like, is it time for me to move on from you? Can you handle this new version of me? They have new options. Better be careful with this Capricorn. Oh, I did say that. Wow. That's tough. What's going to be going on with you? See, you're in your shadow. You could be spending more time with your family. And you really want this to work. I know that. It's like you're trying to pray, like, what's the best route to go when it comes to... You want your family. You could be getting readings on this Capricorn. You really want this to work out. But it's your shadow that could be showing up. Okay. Let's see now. What's going to happen January? The beginning, the end, and then February. So, darkest fears. Somebody's fearful and refusing to see the truth. And waiting to see what's going to happen between you and them. So it could be you, cross watcher. You could be fearful. You could be refusing to see that you could have this Capricorn, like, but you're waiting to see what's gonna happen or how this is gonna play out. All right. And then the second half, you're gonna be feeling alone. Damn. And there shows communication, but for some reason, somebody's going to be trying to communicate and get readings on the other person. But there's so much love between you two, you know? It's like so much love. And you could be trying, like you feel alone, but you could be still trying to hold on to this connection and fight for the Capricorn. And then it shows in February, okay, you guys can be taking a break and detaching. And spreading your wings down. It's tough. It's tough. That's tough. Okay, if you are with an Aquarius, this Aquarius is all over the place. It's like they have so many different emotions and everybody feels like this Aquarius is wrong. Like they play on your emotional strings. So if this Aquarius has been doing certain things to you, cross watcher, it looks like you want to fix the Aquarius. Like you can see their shortcomings. This Aquarius is a runner. So just be careful. They're highly, highly sensitive and they can't take too much pressure. Even if they are wrong, they could struggle at times with accountability and they can be losing direction in their life. Like they go back and forth with themselves. This Aquarius goes back and forth with themselves. Like they can switch up in the middle of a heartbeat, you know? They replay your conversation over and over and over. They do feel guilty. If this Aquarius hurt you or pushed you to your limit, they feel freaking guilty and they feel like they should have appreciated you. They also feel like you are like a gatekeeper. Like that's one thing that they think about the most, you know? They feel like you have a soft touch and a very contagious spirit. You know what it is? This Aquarius could feel like you're so much, I don't know what to do with you. Like you're everybody's favorite. Like everybody comes to you. Everybody tells you their secrets. Everybody, it's like, this Aquarius, they could be harboring a lot of disappointment. They're harboring a lot of shame. They struggle to show up for people. You know, it's like an Aquarius that people may feel like caught on to. Like you could be very, very selfish. Like you show off a lot, but you could be very, very, very selfish and You could have seen that in the Aquarius and you could have called them out for it too. And it's almost like you felt so comfortable with the like talking to them. You felt very comfortable talking to this Aquarius. You showed them your true self. You showed them your dreams, what you want, and you feel like they just got bored. Like, did you get bored of me? How come you're not texting me back? Are you seeing other people? Like, what's up with you? Like, that's how you, cross watcher, could have felt about this Aquarius. Like, they get too caught up, they get too bored, and you don't want to be phony. You don't want to live as like a fake, a phony, and you caught on to a lot of their behaviors that is very, very disappointing. And it's like you were rooting for them. Like, I'm freaking rooting for you. I just want to see you happy. I just want to see you safe. I just want you to be the best that you can be. And then all of a sudden, it's like they could have got scared. They didn't know how to handle a real one. Like, is really the energy that I'm getting around this Aquarius. But whoever you are, cross watcher, you don't want to give up on them because you don't want to feel like a failure. That's the only reason. You don't want to give up on them because you don't want to feel like a failure. Like, you put so much into this, and deep down inside, it's like you want to see your happily ever after. But it could be also you're starting to fall for them. You're falling for this Aquarius, and they have so much guilt. They have so much guilt. And they could be struggling with themselves right now. Like, this Aquarius in January could be going through a shadow phase, like having to address the selfish part of them. Like, they get into their ego and they don't consider the feelings of other people. They only see themselves. Like, sometimes they have this shadow, which is like a negative trait where they only think about them and what they want, and they do things and they hurt people and they don't even realize it, So, they also feel like they shouldn't sugarcoat the truth with you because you are already happy. Like, they feel like you're already happy. You're already like qualified for everything that you're going for in your life. They could have even been an Aquarius that tried to throw you off, and they could have tried to sugarcoat it too. Like, oh, I believe in you. But no, you can't say you believe in somebody and then try to throw them off. So if you're with an Aquarius, it's like they have issues with lack of accountability, and they have issues like they're fighting with their own self. And sometimes they can be very, very selfish on this pursuit to find themselves. So some of you is like back at square one, You could be coming back to square one when it comes to an Aquarius. And if they run at times, it's because like you scare them. You're too honest. Cross watcher, you're too honest, and that scares them to death. Like, they've never met anybody that sees through them the way that you do, and it's very, very scary. It's too scary to the point where they're just like, I can't right now with you. Be careful if you just attracted in an Aquarius that can just be struggling like to mature. Like, they could be emotionally immature. Like, you see them for who they are. Cross watcher, you see them for exactly who they are, and that scares them so much. Like, so let me see. How is this going to unfold? They're waiting. What are they waiting on? To see if you guys are going to get back on track. This Aquarius is waiting to see what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? What's going to happen? I really feel like this Aquarius is afraid of you. They have an offer that they really want to give to you. They're waiting to see how things is going to work, but they're defensive. And if they're defensive with you, it's because you see right through them. You make this person shake. They are terrified of you. And they find you to be the Empress. So they find you attractive. You take care of. There's a level of admiration that they have for you. But it's almost like when you go low, I'm going to go even lower. So they're very competitive. And they're so disappointed in themselves. And they see you as the Queen of Swords. Whoever you are, cross watcher, you're very honest. You come at them with the truth. And like I said, the truth is something that at times they're going to need a break from because they can't handle the truth. So it shows you guys could have had an ending already. It shows 2 ending cards. Like you guys trying to make this work and then it ends and then you guys try to get it back together. You could be disappointed. You could have found out that they were trying to get attention from other people. They could have got caught, you know. They could have used an excuse, I'm not perfect. And you're cross watcher, you're going to be in your head about this Aquarius, and they have some really, really toxic habits that they need to, in January, they have to address their own shadow. So you could be like their spiritual teacher that comes into their life and shows them their true self that they try to hide. They're a good person. They just have some really bad habits. That's all. Like when they're kind, they're kind, but they have another side to them where they can be very selfish and impulsive. So let's see. It says it's time to clear out your energy and bring clarity. See karmic. There could have been an external party. So they could have been getting attention from someone else. They could have tried to sneak around with someone else and got caught. And it shows true love. So they love you. They just got some bad toxic habits. Let me see. How does this Aquarius feel? They could have thought that they were your rebound, especially if you told them you just broke up with your ex. They love the way you dress. See, I'm polyamorous. This could have been an Aquarius that was like sleeping around before they met you. And to get this person to really settle down, they can struggle to be faithful. They also find you very, very nurturing. And they really want to get to know you better. So they don't want to give up on this, but they have a lot of inner work to do in order to make this connection right. And it says expecting you to chase them. So if this Aquarius tries to run, do not chase them. It's their way of getting attention. It's another like toxic habit of them running when they get caught. Don't chase them. They could be young. This gives me such a young energy. Like a page energy. Like somebody who's so young and you can be way more mature. Like tricks are for kids type of time, you know? Somebody trying to get over on you and it ain't gonna go that well because you could be ahead of the game. That's what it gives me. So let's see. What is the Aquarius going to be going through? You versus the Aquarius. What's going? I see you just observing them too. I don't see you being reactive. I just see you watching them. Like paying attention to their actions versus what they say. So there's a part of you who knows, like, I do adore you, but I can't put my full trust into you. I'm just trying to understand you. Like, why do you move the way you move? Like, you just don't understand why are they the way they are? You don't get it. Like, why do you act this way? Like, what's wrong with you? So with this Aquarius, it shows moving on and learning and disconnected and bored. If you feel like they do get bored, you're right. Sometimes they just do things out of boredom. You guys could possibly have an ending or they're waiting to see if you guys are done. They're going to be spending a lot of time with themselves. They're going to be in their head a lot and just conflicted about themselves. Like this is like a person in the month of January who's going to be facing themselves. So sometimes if you say like, you know, can we talk? I just want to see you. And you see them come to the door and they have like a blanket. Just know that they are tore up on the inside. Like they are living with what their choices done to people, like to you, to people. They can even be, they're like selfish when it comes to their own parent, you know? So they're living with what they've done. This could be a person spending time in solitude. I don't know why I don't see them working. I don't know if they took a leave of absence from work. I don't know. I don't see them working. I just see them like sitting in self-pity. For you, yeah, you're standing your ground. You're tough. You don't play that. You're standing your ground. They hurt you. They broke your heart, but you're trying to take the higher road. Like you're learning the lessons in them for yourself, and you're being very strong. You're going through a huge, huge change that is going to help so many people. And while you're changing and focusing on yourself, you're waiting to see what they're doing next. You can be getting readings on them. Like, what are they going to do next? And when it comes to your own personal life, like you're learning a lot about love, about yourself, about your family, and you could be taking off in your career. Or when it comes to your spiritual journey, you have a lot of growth. And this is what I'm trying to say. There's a chance that you may outgrow this Aquarius, and you may have to leave them behind if they don't catch up to you. So let's see how this connection plays out. And if you do walk away, you're going to walk away with peace, knowing that you did the best that you could, and it's not on you. So if you do walk away, you're going to walk away with your head held very, very high. All right. So the beginning of January, the end of January, and then February. So let's see, January. You guys can be trying to rebuild the connection, taking a risk to try again, and there's going to be growth. So you're going to see growth, but there can also be arguments, all right? The end, you are watching them, and it shows sadness and isolation. And I hear like, I'm highly, highly, highly protected. You can't play about me. So you can see yourself as very spiritual. And if there is a separation, you can use the separation as like, this is God's protection. And you could be just watching to see what they're going to do next. In February, it shows giving and receiving and balance. So you guys come back together. They open up. They've been thinking about you a lot. And they've been seeking answers, thinking about you a lot. And it shows like them wanting to fix the connection in February and opening up to you. All right. So that's what I have for you. If you are with a Pisces, calm and simple. If you are in a connection, you may feel like this Pisces is rich or expensive. Like, wow, you're expensive. You're going to feel as if this Pisces takes your breath away, like they're calm. And people can think that they're very complicated, or kind. They think that they're complicated, but very, very kind. So when it comes to you, they're learning you, and they're learning how to trust love again. All right. They're learning you. They're learning how to trust love again. I see a lot of people checking on them, just seeing if they're okay. They just don't want to waste their time. This Pisces does not want to waste their time. They want to be fair. And a lot of people will tell you they're being fair with you. They're going to be taking notice of everything you guys that you do. And I also hear taking pictures. So you guys can take pictures together. And I just see observing. If you want to know how does this Pisces feel about you, they're observing you. And they could be worried about somebody that they loved. This is like a Pisces that worries about people that they love. And they're going to be in a place of peace. Like real, real peace. So you're going to feel that like really, really calm. Like, what is this energy that I feel when I get around you? It's like your whole body may collapse into a place of rest, because that's exactly where they are. And I hear committed. So they can speak to you about commitment. The way that the energy looks with you, it's like, and people can be fearful of you, like falling for the Pisces. People could be fearful of you falling for this Pisces for some reason. Like, will it change you? Like, what if we don't get to see you as much? What if it changes you? What if it's like, it gives me this energy of, you don't know what's going to happen. And you're excited, but you kind of just don't know how this is going to happen. I just see like when it comes to this Pisces, they have like where they're in their own world. Let me see. You could fall for them. How are they going to feel about you? How are they going to feel? It shows Tower. Page of Wands. So when they meet you, they're not expecting anything. The Tower is like, they can be expecting things not to be the best. So they're learning to trust you. Six of Swords is like moving on. When they first meet you, they don't really trust you like that. But with the Page of Wands, it's like somebody who's interested in getting to know you, but they don't really trust it. So they're guarded. They're guarded when it comes to you. And it shows healing. Like they could be healing their love language or healing relationships, and they're going to want to take their time with you. They just want to move slow. All right. This could be a Pisces that gets a lot of attention. You're going to notice that this is new. The Fool is something new. Their worst fear is that you are a player. You're not all cracked up to what you are. Like they're afraid. Like what if you're not even cracked up to all of what you portray yourself to be? So they're in their head. Like they could have got hurt by a player and they just want to make sure that it shows Hierophant. So you're going to want to be in a commitment. It shows Hierophant and Three of Cups and Two of Cups. This gives me a relationship of you two learning each other, learning your love languages, learning about trusting love again. This could be the phase that both of you are in your life, especially when it comes to the star. You could be an Aquarius. You don't have to be, but this is like learning to trust love, learning to open up again, and learning to take your time to get to know someone. So they're open to getting to know you, but they don't expect the best in the beginning. The Queen of Cups means that they're going to have to make a decision on whether they want this or not. Let me see. They're going to be watching you to make sure that you're not toxic. All right. And you both may be busy. That could disappoint you. Like if you notice like they're real busy, you're going to start to get very addicted to them, because the Nine of Cups is like you're going to like the emotional comfort that they provide for you. Ace of Pentacles just means you're going to love talking to them and you're going to see a future with them. But when you don't hear from them, it can scare you. All right. This connection can have you in your head. Let me see. How do they see you? How will this Pisces see you? You're going to want them to trust you. Like, I hope you trust me. I want you to trust me. I want you to open up to me more. It's like that. You're going to want them to open up to you more, trust you more. You're going to want to be around them more. A part of you is going to feel like you're on the outside. Like you get bits and pieces of this Pisces and then you're on the outside. It could be someone trying to protect their peace or trying to pace themselves when it comes to love. How do they... Ooh. They may see you as a gaslighter, honey. Like they have fun with you. You do make them happy, but they may see you as a gaslighter and feeling like it's just going to be over. I'm telling you. They also see you as the King of Pentacles. So they see you as like you're well together. On paper, you look good. You know, on paper, you look really, really good, but they're going to be at the Two of Swords when it comes to you. I don't know if I can trust you. And Page of Wands. You guys are going to have a lot of interesting conversations when you guys are around each other, but they're going to be scared to find out, are you a gaslighter? Are you really a player? And I got to see it. They're going to pace themselves when it comes to you. How will you see them? You will see them as like leaving you out in the cold and then coming back around. You seem confused, like they leave you in confusion. Like they're very, very mysterious. They leave you in confusion. And you may feel like, I wonder if it's over. You may feel like they're guarded. And they don't pretend really well. You feel like they do not pretend really well, and they need to make up their mind about what do they want. Do you take me seriously, or do you not? You're going to see them as indecisive and holding back. One minute they want to see you or spend time with you, the next minute they hold back. You're going to see them as indecisive, and this is going to make you wonder, are they sneaky? Do they got someone else? Like, what's going on? Those mixed signals is going to make you want to fight harder. So let's see. What are they going to like about you? See, they're going to think you're a manipulator and a liar. And it says, I only want you in my life so bad. So, and secretly falling for you. They could be secretly falling for you. You could really want them to be in your life. They're going to like how, that's contradicting. One minute it says they like how that you're a manipulator and a liar. The next it's honest. If you are financially stable, they're going to like that about you, you know? They're also going to like your toughness. And it says you have everything I want and need. It's just like an issue of trust. Can I trust this? Let's see. What is the energy? And I see shy. Pisces can also be shy when it comes to you. Forgive. Somebody needs to, stalemate. Get out your head and get into your heart. Somebody can be overthinking the connection. Somebody needs to forgive the betrayal of their past in order to accept what's going on now. So take a chance out your comfort zone. They could be painting you as everybody else, and they don't really trust. You guys can stay up late on the phone together or stay up late talking to each other. Let's see. You may offer to help them with their bills. It's like you're trying to find out, how can I get in their world? Let's see. What's going on with the Pisces when you meet them? What's going on? Conflicted. So when you meet them, they could be feeling like stagnant and trying to patiently plan. What are they stagnant about? Their foundation? Needing to make a judgment call when it comes to their world and a partnership. So they could be overcoming someone when you first meet them and needing to make a decision on them. And it also shows like manifesting material harvest. They're going through a loss when they first meet you. They could be going through like a breakup and they're conflicted. That's probably why they're looking at you all crazy. So they're overcoming something when they first meet you. What's going to be going on with you? You're hopeful that this can work. You want this. You can see a lot. Oh, you're falling for them. You could be falling for them and you really want this to work, but you feel like they're so withdrawn. So that means this is like a Pisces who's, it's pissing you off. You feel deceived. Like, what you doing? Why are you so withdrawn? You want to be in a commitment with them. It shows. Okay, so let's go. What's going to happen with this connection? January, the end of January, and in February. Let's see. Trust. See, arguing. Someone needs to like trust. And it shows giving and receiving. You're going to be very anxious in the beginning of January. You don't really know how they feel about you, what they're thinking about you. You feel like you came really close before to having them and then things didn't work out. So you're opening up. You want them to trust you. And it shows arguments. The end of January, taking a risk. I see you cuddling more together. I see more time together. You're going to be thinking about them a lot and also feeling helpless and hopeless and seeking answers. It's like they get close to you. Oh, commitment. Or somebody's darkest fears is commitment. Somebody's refusing to see that their dream can actually come true in this. Let's see February. February shows growth or confronting. And strengthening a bond. Control. I mean, let me just do it like this, because this gives me a lot of mixed signals. 1 minute you guys are good and you're getting closer, and then there's distance, and then let's see. Outcome for January. You're waiting to see what's going to happen. And you guys do spend time together, but somebody is mastering their heart. That's going to be the problem. February. Coming together. Strengthening your bond and control. Somebody controlling their feelings and mastering their emotions is going to be it's going to be hard for you to get through to them. It's going to be hard. They're going to make it hard for you. You're just going to want to fix things and manifest this, but it's going to be hard for you. But I feel you putting in the work. Like, I don't see you giving up that easy. All right. So this is what I have for all of you. I send you all love and light. Hit the like button, share.